Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, dear devotees, and with pranams. Sorry for the last minute change of the Zoom ID, something I don't know. So thank you for joining in for our in our new Zoom ID. So let's start with the prayers. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naranchaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Udhirayet Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtaki कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नंदनाय च नंद गोपकुमाराय गोविंदाय नमो नमः नमो पंकजनाभाय नमो पंकजमालिने नमो पंकजनेत्राय नमस्ते पंकजांग्रे पाहि पाहि महायोगीन् देवदेव जगत्पते नान्यं त्वादभयं पश्ये यत्र मृत्यु परस्परम् कृष्ण कृष्ण महाबाहो भक्तानाम् अभयङ्करा त्वमेको धैर्यमानानामपवर्गोऽसि संश्रुते ॐ ज्ञानतिमिरन्दस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनासहितं श्रीकृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधार श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे गुरवे गौरचंद्राय राधिकाय तरालये कृष्णाय कृष्णभक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः मूकं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरून् दीनतारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीकृष्णचैतन्यमीश्वरं हरिः ओं तत्सत् आराध्य भगवान् ब्रजेशतनयस्तधाम वृन्दावनं रम्या काचिदुपासना व्रजवधू वर्गेण वा कल्पिता श्रीमद्भागवतं प्रमाणममलं प्रेम पुमर्तो महान् श्रीचैतन्य महाप्रभोर्मतमिदं तत्र धरनापरा अयि दीनदयाद्रनाथ है मथुरानाथ कदा अवलोक्यसे हृदयं त्वदलोककातरं दैत्यभ्राम्यति किं करोम्यहम्. Hare Krishna. So we are on chapter number 8 of the first canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. This chapter is very wonderful. We are discussing about Kunti Maharani's prayers. Right, we are seeing here that Kunti Maharani is offering glorification to Lord Shri Krishna, thinking of the various times that Lord Krishna had actually protected her, whether it is whether the lac house where the fire was supposed to be put and all the Pandavas were supposed to be killed by Duryodhana, or whether it is the killing of all the Kauravas, right? Personally, Krishna was present as a Sarathi in support of the Pandavas. So like that, Kunti Maharani is talking about various instances, right? There was poison that was given to Bhima. Krishna again protected Bhima. So in this way, Kunti Maharani is thinking of all those circumstances of distress that happened in her life. or in the life of her sons, and how Krishna was always there protecting them. Now that Krishna is also protected Parikshit Maharaj, who's in the womb of Mother Uttara. Now Krishna is now going to Dwaraka. Right now from Hastinapura, Krishna is going to Dwaraka, and now again Kunti Maharani is praying, may that vipada or the misery come again and again. Because if there is misery, then we are able to think of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Right? So in the previous verse, we completed verse number 18 last week. Right? That verse was actually talking about, I offer my obeisances again and again to you, O Lord. Amarshte Purusham Tvadyam Ishwaram Prakrite Param. O Lord, you are transcendental to the three modes of material nature. Alakshyam Sarvabhutanam Antar Bahir Avasthitam. You are situated within me, you are situated outside me, you are invisible to all. Yet you are the maintainer of everything. You are both within and without everything. Right? Maya Devi is the external energy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and everything happens according to the pleasure, according to the will of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Bhagavad Gita we discussed. What is that? Maya Adhyakshena Prakriti Suyatesu Characharam. Right? Krishna says, Maya Adhyakshena, I am the supervisor, I am the controller of this material world. Everything happens according to my direction. Alright, let's move ahead to text number 19. So we'll continue from verse number 19 of the first canto of Srimad Bhagavatam on Kunti Maharani's prayers. Yes, Srimati Shama Priya Mataji, go ahead. Maya Javanika Channam Ajnadokshajam Avyayam Nalakshase Mudhadrisha Nato Natyo Dharo Yataha. Yes, Mataji, go ahead.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare
Maya Javanika Channam Ajnanam Adoksham Avyayam.
Synonyms fast, Mataji. We have only 40 minutes. This we are using the free ID. There's some problem with that ID. Quickly, we'll go through the synonyms.
Okay.
No need to say proper port, right? Translate Prabhupada. We have all tried to Prabhupada. Let's quickly go ahead and read. Yes.
Okay, Mataji. Maya, deluding, Javanika, curtain, Achamnam, covered by Achanam, covered by Ajnana, ignorant, Adokshajam, beyond the range of material conception, transcendental, Avyayam, irreproachable, not, Alakshay, observed, Mudradrisha, by the foolish observer, Nataha, artist, Natyadara, just as a player,
Yatha, as.
Yata, as. Translation. Being beyond the range of limited sense perception, you are the eternally irreproachable factor covered by the curtain of deluding energy. You are invisible to the foolish observer, exactly as an actor dressed as a player is not recognized. Purport. In Bhagavad Gita, Lord Sri Krishna affirms that less intelligent persons mistake him to be an ordinary man like us, and thus they deride him. The same is confirmed herein by Queen Kunti. The less intelligent persons are those who rebel against the authority of the Lord. Such persons are known as asuras. The asuras cannot recognize the Lord's authority. The Lord himself appears among us as Rama, Narsimha, Varaha, or his original form as Krishna. He performs many wonderful acts which are humanly impossible, as we shall find in the 10th canto of this great literature. Lord Sri Krishna exhibited his humanly impossible activities even for the days of his lying on the lap of his mother. He killed Putana, which, although she smeared her breast with poison just to kill the Lord sucked her breast like a natural baby, and he sucked out her very life also. Similarly, he lifted the Govardhana hill just as a boy picks up a frog's umbrella and stood several days continuously just to give protection to the residents of Vrindavana. These are some of the superhuman activities of the Lord described in the authoritative Vedic literatures like the Puranas, Itihasas, stories, and Upanishads. He has delivered wonderful instructions in the shape of Bhagavad Gita. He has shown marvelous capacities as a hero, as a householder, as a teacher, and as a renouncer. He is accepted as the Supreme Personality of Godhead by such authoritative personalities as Vyasa, Devala, Asista, Narada, Madhava, Shankara, Ramanuja, Sri, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Jiva Goswami, Vishwanath Chakravarti, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati, and all other authorities of the line. He himself has declared as much in many places of the authentic literatures, and yet there is a class of men with demoniac mentality who are always reluctant to accept the Lord as a supreme absolute truth. This is partially due to their poor fund of knowledge and partially due to their stubborn obstinacy. obstinacy, which results from various misdeeds in the past and present. Such persons could not recognize Lord Shri Krishna even when he was present before them. Another difficulty is that those who depend more on their imperfect senses cannot realize him as a supreme Lord. Such persons are like the modern scientists. They want to know everything by their experimental knowledge, but it is not possible to know the supreme person by imperfect experimental knowledge. He is described herein as adokshaja, or beyond the range of experimental knowledge. All our senses are imperfect. We claim to observe everything and anything, but we must admit that we can observe things under certain material conditions only, which are also beyond our control. The Lord is beyond the observation of sense perception. Queen Kunti accepts this efficiency of the conditioned soul, especially of the woman class who are less intelligent. For less intelligent men, there must be such things as temples, mosques, or churches so that they may begin to recognize the authority of the Lord and hear about Him from the authorities in such holy places. For less intelligent men, this beginning of spiritual life is essential, and only foolish men decree the establishment of such places of worship which are required to raise the standard of spiritual attributes for the mass of people. For less intelligent persons, bowing down before the authority of the Lord are generally done in the temples, mosques, or churches is as beneficial as it is to the advanced devotees to meditate upon him by active service. Hare Krishna. Pranams. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. So this is a very beautiful verse. In the purport, Prabhupada is talking about how it is very, very difficult to accept Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, right? How does it say? Bahunam janmanamante bahunam jananamante jnanavan mam prapadyate vasudeva sarvamitihi sa mahatma sudurlabha. Bahunam janmanamante, after many lifetimes, right? One person may accept that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Vasudeva sarvamiti sa mahatma. Such people, Krishna himself is describing, they are all very great souls. Mahatma, su durlabha, not just durlabha. Durlabha means rare. Su durlabha, very rare. Right? After many lifetimes, after having obtained so much of Sukriti, right? Vasudeva Sarvamiti, Sa Mahatma Sudurlabha. A person who's evolved by performing so many pious activities, somehow or the other, by the causeless mercy of Guru and Gauranga, Brahmande Brahmite Kona, Bhagyavan Jiva, Guru Krishna Prasadi Paya Bhakti Lata Bija, by the causeless mercy of Guru and Gauranga, one gets the seed of bhakti, and such a person is Bhagyavan. Such person is a Mahatma. Why Mahatma? Because we have been going through this 8.4 million species of life, from one life to another, being very less intelligent, praying to the demigods, having so many materialistic desires. But somehow or the other, now we are in the association of devotees. Now we know what we should pray for, right? We should simply pray to the Lord Shri Krishna, even if we have material desires, right? In that way, what happens? Even though we are less intelligent, even though our mind is clouded with material desires, yet if we simply follow the instructions of our gurus, simply hear the transcendental truth from a pure devotee, although we have imperfect senses, we cannot understand anything properly. Simply by following in the instructions, the transcendental knowledge will be revealed in our heart. And that is a way of receiving transcendental knowledge, not by hearing, memorizing, understanding with our material brain. Nothing works, right? How the transcendental knowledge is revealed? Tadvidi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya Upadekshyanti te jnanam jnaninas tattvadarshinaha Upadekshyanti te jnanam. The spiritual master, the Siksha Gurus, the Diksha Guru, right? And all of the senior devotees who are experienced, who have experienced life's ups and downs, and yet following devotional service, they are standing wonderful Vaishnava examples for us to follow. That come what may in life, whether it's situations of happiness or situations of distress, does not matter. In the material world, happiness will come, happiness will go. Distress will come, distress will go. All the situations will come. But simply if you are surrendered to the lotus feet of our spiritual master, simply if you are following the instructions of our gurus, and we are simply doing the activities as per the instructions of our gurus, then whatever we will grow through life's difficulties, we will grow through life's apparently happy situations, but we will evolve and go towards Krishna. We will become more and more dear to Krishna. Right? So Kunti Maharani is praying for difficulties. We need not artificially pray for difficulties, because whether we ask or not, happy situations will come. Difficult situations will come. But in both those situations, we have to surrender to the Lord, do our best, and then leave the rest to Krishna. Do our best. Aim for the best. Do our best. But leave the rest to Krishna. Whatever results come, we are not worried about it. But we want to continue to do our endeavor for the pleasure of Guru and Gauranga. So we need not imitate Kunti Maharani asking for troubles. But whatever troubles come our way, we use as an opportunity to surrender more to Krishna. Right? I was hearing Nita Sevni Mataji. She was saying, first, you have to build a relationship with Krishna. How do we build a relationship? Right? When we are unwell, we go to the doctor. Right? Especially when we are unwell, we go to the doctor. In spiritual parlance, we have to surrender to our gurus and Krishna all the time. Especially when there are difficulties. When there are difficulties means what? We are sick. We are unable to tackle the problems. When we are especially sick, unable to tackle problems, especially having problems, we should surrender to Krishna more. Chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra more. Surrender to the Lord more. Krishna, I don't know. I don't know what to do. The more our surrender to Krishna, the more our surrender to Gurus, we will get the intelligence by which we can become more and more closer to Krishna. So our attitude should be in whatever, correct, push, pray until something happens. Right? Nitai Sivani Mataji said, pray until something happens. Keep praying, keep surrendering to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. In that way, we will please Krishna. Tattenukampam susamikshramano bhunjana eva atmakritam vipakam hridvatvapur vidadhan namaste jivetaye mukti padesa dayabak jivetaye. Whatever, even when we are living in this world, amidst so many problems, the mukti will be waiting at our door, right? And we will be transcending the three modes of material nature while being situated in this material world. Oh, what a formula. What do we have to do? Simply surrender to the Lord in all circumstances. Chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. And you should also do what is required to be done in that particular situation. Do what is required. Surrender to Krishna. Don't worry about the results, right? Whatever happens, Krishna is my best friend. And whatever happens will be taken care of by Krishna. I am doing my duty, following the instructions of my gurus, and Krishna will take care of the rest. Like that. Okay, text number 20. Tata paramahamsanam muninam amalatmanam bhakti yoga vidhanartham katham pashyemahi striyah. Okay, who wants to read? Rajneesh Prabhu, please go ahead.
Hare Krishna Madhaya. Tata, besides that Paramahansa Nam of the advanced transcendentalists, Muninam of the great philosophers or mental speculators, Amla, Atma Nam, those whose minds are competent to discern between the spirit and matter, Bhakti Yoga, the science of devotional service, Vidhana Artham, for executing Katham, how Pasvema can observe, he certainly Satriva, women.
Striyaha, woman.
Striya, women. Translation, you yourself intend to propagate the transcendental science of devotional service unto the hearts of the advanced transcendentalists and mental speculators who are purified by being able to discriminate between the matter and spirit. How then can we women know you perfectly? Even the greatest philosophical speculators cannot have access to the reason of the Lord. It is said in the Upanishad that the supreme truth, the absolute personality of Godhead, is beyond the range of thinking power of the greatest philosopher. He is unknowable by great learning or by the greatest brain. He is knowable only by one who has his mercy. Others may go on thinking about him for years together, yet he is unknowable. This very fact is
corroborated by
the queen, who is playing the part of the innocent women. Women in general are unable to speculate like philosophers, but they are blessed by the Lord because they believe at once in the superiority and almightiness of the Lord, and thus they offer obeisances without reservation. The Lord is so kind that he does not show special favor only to one who is a great philosopher. He knows the sincerity of purpose. For this reason only, women generally assemble in great number in any sort of religious function. In every country and in every section of religion, it appears that women are more interested than the men. The simplicity of the acceptance of Lord's authority is more effective than the showy, insincere religious fervor.
Hare Bol. Thank
Text
you.
21. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. So why women assemble in large numbers? Because women accept the authority, right? And they are willing to humbly accept any service that is given to them. That is the natural nature of a woman, right? Because in Bhagavatam also it is mentioned, Ekala Ishvara Krishna Arasabha Britya. We are all Prakriti, whether we are in the body of a man or in the body of a woman, doesn't matter. We are all Prakriti. We are meant to be enjoyed by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And when if we have a female body, that attitude of surrender, the attitude of humility automatically is inherent in us. So in that way, Prabhupada is saying, right, whether it is accepting the Supreme Personality of Godhead or rendering devotional service under the Supreme Personality of Godhead, it comes naturally to a woman, because our constitutional position is Prakriti, to be enjoyed by the Lord. The Lord is one, Ekala Ishvara Krishna, right? Although we are supposed to be enjoyed by the Lord, because of our false ego, what are we thinking? Oh, what is in it for me? How can I enjoy? What will I get from this? Right? When we have that false ego, that I am the enjoyer, I am the contributor, I am giving, it is mine. Like GAUR Gopal Prabhu says, I bought the iPad, I paid for it, I. When I am the center of everything I do, and I think I am the cause of everything that happens, then I am fool number one, because I am situated in false ego. But when we understand nothing happens without the sanction of the Supreme Lord, I as the Jiva can only desire. Then what happens? The Supreme Lord sanctions, and then who carries it out? Prakriti carries it out, right? Prakrite kriyamani gune karmani sarvashaha ahankara vimudatma. Vimuda. That means a foolish person. Ahankara vimudatma kartaham iti manyate. Only a foolish person thinks that I am doing all these things, right? Because everything is carried out by the three modes of material nature, Prakriti, after it has been sanctioned by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So in this way, Kunti Maharani is assuming a humble position. Kunti Maharani is one of the associates of the Lord. She is the aunt of the Lord, right? And the eternal Parshadas of the Lord, they appear simply to engage in the pastimes of the Lord, right? To contribute towards the pastimes of the Lord, to give pleasure to the Lord. And that Kunti Maharani, what is she saying? I am a woman. How can I understand? The Prabhupada is saying this simplicity of accepting one as a servant of the Lord, this is the first step towards understanding transcendental knowledge. Everything else, it's thinking that I am the contributor. Like even when we are now collecting donations for ISKCON Hinjewadi, right? So different people say, I have contributed to my local yatra. I have already given, right? So we should understand that if we are able to contribute to more and more yatras, whatever be our, see, we cannot give what we don't have, right? We need to have, for which we have to be grateful to the Lord, that at least I have something. Right? So whatever we have, even rupee 1, rupee 108, rupee 1008, rupees 10,008, whatever is our capacity. There is no minimum prescribed limit that you should contribute minimum 1008. There is no fixed limit. Whatever is as per our capacity. Okay, I have contributed 20,000 for my local temple. That's okay. But we want to please our Shiksha Gurus also. We don't want to simply please our temple president. We want to please our Shiksha Gurus, whatever is our capacity. Contributing another 1,000 rupees, if it is difficult for us. Contributing 11 rupees, is it difficult for us? Contributing 108, is it difficult for us? Whatever is easy for us. Little bit pinch should be there. But whatever is that little pinch, right? Krishna understands. For some of us, it could be 11 rupees. For some of us, it could be 108. Some of us, it could be 508. Some of us, it could be 1,008. Some of us could be able to give even 10,008. Right? Whatever we have is given to us by the Lord. Isha vasam idam sarvam. Yat kincha jagatyam jagat. Tena tittena bhunjita magrada kasya svidanam. So we are not looking at what others are doing. We are looking at what we have contributed towards our local yatra, what extra can we contribute towards our Shiksha Gurus. What is the extra that we can contribute? You should feel the pinch, but I'm not saying you should give out everything and we don't have anything for ourselves. Of course, even Rupa Goswami has told about keeping 25% for emergency. 50% donation has to be done, right? But I'm not saying even 50%, right? Whatever is according to our conscience. 10% we can give, and out of 10% we can divide. This much I want to give to the local temple. This much I want to give, contribute towards these, all of these Shiksha Gurus who have helped me in hearing about Krishna, in speaking about Krishna, in developing my love for Krishna. Right? So in that way, we should contribute. We want to please all of our gurus. Right? It's not that if I'm contributing to what I've already done. Right? That means what are we saying? I have contributed and I have done my part. We can never complete our part. We can never be so Krishna conscious. Right? We cannot remember Krishna so much. We cannot contribute to Krishna. Right? Or Janmashtami so much that I don't have to contribute anything more. Every time we fall short, because Krishna does not see how much you contribute. Krishna sees how much you keep in your pocket. That is the exclusive nature of Lord Krishna. Krishna demands exclusive, complete surrender. Right? And how much we engage, the more and more opportunities we get to perform devotional service, we should grab. We should do to the best of our ability. Nobody is saying you should become the perfect garland maker. You should give a perfect 10,008 rupees. Then only Krishna will. No. The amount that we contribute depends on our capacity, and we know our capacity. We don't have to prove anything to anybody. But according to our capacity, we need to contribute for the pleasure of our gurus. That is all, right? So in all circumstances, what we need to ask ourselves, is this the best that I can do? Am I doing my best for the pleasure of my gurus? If the answer is yes, your conscience is clear, please move ahead. We don't have to explain anything to anyone. Oh, I've given here, I've given there. Fine. Whatever you've given, if contributing another 108 to another person, is it going to cut your pocket that you cannot have your next meal? Please do not give. Give 1 rupee. Right? The intention is the desire to contribute. Nothing else is more important. All right. Text number 21. Let's move. I don't know when the Zoom session will end, but if it ends abruptly, I'll request all of you to rejoin the same Zoom ID. Yeah. Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Who's reading? Mashmi Mataji, you want to read? Okay, Sarva Gopishri Mataji, go ahead.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Synonyms. Krishnaya, the Supreme Lord. Haripur. Vasudeva, unto the son of Vasudeva. Devaki Nandana, unto the son of Devaki. Cha and Nanda. Oh, Nanda Gopa, Nanda and the covered man. Kumaraya, into their son. Govindaya, unto the personality of Godhead who enlivens the cows and the senses. Namaha, respectful obeisances. Namaha, obeisances. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada Kijay. Let me therefore offer my respectful obeisances unto the Lord, who has become the son of Vasudeva, the pleasure of Devaki, the boy of Nanda, and the other cowherd man of Vrindavana, and the endeavor of the cows and senses. Purport. The Lord, being thus unapproachable by any material assets, out of unbounded and causeless mercy, descends on this earth, and as he is in order to show his special mercy upon his unalloyed devotees, and to diminish the upsurges of the demonic persons, who in Kunti specifically adores the incarnation of the descent of Lord Krishna above all other incarnations, because in this particular incarnation he is more approachable. In the Rama incarnation, he remained the king's son from his very childhood. But in the incarnation of Krishna, although he was the son of king, he at once left the shelter of his real father and mother, King Vasudeva and Queen Devaki, just after his appearance, and he went to the lap of Yashodamai to play the part of an ordinary cowherd boy in the blessed Brajabhumi, which is sanctified because of his childhood pastimes. Therefore, Lord Krishna is more merciful than Lord Rama. He was undoubtedly very kind to Kunti's brother Vasudeva and the family. Had he not become the son of Vasudeva and Devaki, Queen Kunti could not claim him to be her nephew and thus address Krishna in parental affection. But Nanda and Yashoda are Hare Krishna, more fortunate because they could relish the Lord childhood pastimes, which are more attractive than all other pastimes. There is no parallel in his childhood pastimes as exhibited in the Vrajabhumi, which are replica of his external affairs in his original Krishna Loka, described as the Chintamani Dhamma in the Brahma Samhita. Plus, Sri Krishna descended himself at Vrajabhumi with all his transcendental entourage and paraphernalia. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu therefore confirmed that no one is so as fortunate as the resident of Vrajabhumi, and specifically the cowherd girls who dedicated their everything for the satisfaction of the Lord. His pastimes with Nanda and Yashoda, and his pastimes with the cowherd men, and especially with the cowherd boys and the cowherd cows, have caused him to be known as Govinda. Lord Krishna, as Govinda, is more inclined to the Brahmanas and the cows, indicating thereby that the human prosperity depends more on these two items, namely Brahminical culture and cow protection. Lord Krishna is never satisfied where these are lacking. Hare Krishna, Dandavat. Hare
Thank you.
Krishna.
Thank you so much, Mataji. So I think the Zoom session will end in about 5 to 8 minutes. So we'll end here with Harinam Sankirtan. Only one point what I wanted to mention here, right? So Krishna, he was born as a Kshatriya, as a son of Devaki and Vasudev. However, what is considered more? Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Right? So, and Kunti Devi is also called Pratha, because she is coming in that lineage, right? And that's why Arjuna is called Partha, and Krishna is called Partha Sarathi, because Krishna loves to be called in relation to his devotees. Right? That's why Nanda Gopa Kumaraya. And you also say this prayer when you're offering Bhoga to the Lord. Namo Brahmanya Devaya Go Brahmana Hitaya Cha Jagaditaya Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namaha. He's a protector of the Brahmanas and the cows. That's why he's also called Govinda. Because he gives pleasure to the cows and he gives pleasure to the senses. He's called Yashoda Nandana, he's called Devaki Nandana, he's called Nanda Nandana. He's called Yashomati Nandana. So in this way, he loves to be called by those names by which his pastimes or his leelas with his pure devotees are exhibited. Radha Raman, Radha Madhav, right? Radha Kunjabihari, Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari, right? Yashoda Nandana, Brajajana Ranjana, Yamuna Tiravanachari, right? One who does amorous pastimes in the banks of the Yamuna. So in this way, the Lord likes to be associated with his devotees because those kind of leelas give pleasure to the Lord. Because the devotees have sold themselves to the Lord for the pleasure of the Lord is more eager to give pleasure to the devotees. So in this way, there is a transcendental competition between the Lord and the devotees. Each one wants to please the other. And who can surpass Krishna in anything, right? So Krishna always wins because Krishna always gives more and more affection and love to his devotees, so much so that the devotees are eternally indebted to the Lord, and the Lord never feels that he is given love sufficiently, and then the Lord also feels indebted towards his pure devotees. Grantraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada Srila Gurudev ki jai. So request all devotees to please switch on your cameras as we end the session with Harinam Sankirtan for the pleasure of Guru and Gauranga. Rajeshwari Rajiv Mataji, ping me on my WhatsApp. I can't find your number because I've just changed my mobile. Just ping me, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Nama Om Vishnu Padhaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यादेशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंदा Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Gaura Nitai Jai, Jai Jagannath, Jai Jai Baladev, Jai Jai Subhadra, Jai Jai Sudarshan, Jai Bala Gopal, Jaya Rukmini Vithal, Jai Prahlad Narsingha, Jaya Shad Goswami, Jaya Guru Parampara, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Guru Deva, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. हरे कृष्णा। ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय। कलियुग पावन हरिनाम संकीर्तन महायज्ञ की जय। दाय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल. So I posted the link for your contribution in the Medhavini group. In case I have also posted to some of the devotees whose numbers I could find, but some of the numbers I could not find, like Rajeshwari Mataji's number I could not find because of the change of phone and WhatsApp issues. So in case you've not got a message from me, please do ping me. I'll share the link with you. Otherwise, you would have also got it from the Medhavini group. So please contribute according to your capacity to the best of your ability. Thank you. I'm able to see Moshmi Mataji, Rajeshwari Rajiv Mataji, our Kripa Mai Sita Devi Dasi Mataji, our dear Karpavali Mataji, Krishnamurti Prabhu, Pallavi Mataji, Harjeet Mataji, and our dearest Namesh Prabhu, Rajneesh Prabhu, Shobha Mataji, Archana Sunil Kumar Mataji, Chitra Krishna Sevini Mataji, Sarva Gopeshwari Mataji, and our Srimati Shamapriya Mataji. Generally, she always switches on her camera. I don't know what happened. And our dearest Navakishori Mataji. Thank you very much for joining in. Vancha kalpatharubhyascha kripa sindhubhyevacha patitanam pavinebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Anantakoti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada Srila Gurudev ki jai. Nitai Gaura Premanande Hari Hari Bol. So thank you, devotees. Please write to me in case of any issues. The link is not working or any other issue. Let me know. I'm sincerely hoping on all of you so that I can serve my Siksha Guru to the best of my ability. So kindly help in this wonderful Shri Krishna Janmashtami celebrations that's happening at Hinjewadi. It's happening in so many places. We want to contribute everywhere according to the best of our ability. In Radha Kunj Bihari Mandir, in Radha Vrindavan Chandra Mandir, NVCC. So we want to try our best to serve all of our Siksha Gurus. In this we want to please Yasya Prasadat Bhagavat Prasado Yasya Prasadanna Gati Kutopi. Right, simply pleasing our gurus, we will be able to please Krishna. And if please Krishna, we will get more and more. If we have the attitude to want to serve, then Krishna will give us abilities, Krishna will give us strength, Krishna will give us money, Krishna will give us resources, Krishna will give us everything. What we need to cultivate? Only the desire to please all of our gurus. Grantraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. And this is, we'll also now sing Vraja Sudashtakam. I'll post it on the Zoom. I'm not very sure how long it will continue. Anytime it will end. So thank you very much. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Tomorrow we will meet 4:30 a.m. for our Brahma Murta chanting session. And then we will meet at 1:15 p.m. For the study of Srimad